The National Weather Service says the EF1 tornado touched down near Yoder just before 4 p.m. and moved northeast. This morning marks a major milestone in the rebuilding of Lower Manhattan. The observatory at One World Trade Center opens to the public, bringing back a view we haven't seen since the attacks on the Twin Towers. Don Champion has a preview. Moderating sage-grouse declines in Wyoming sometimes requires more innovative thinking. That's notably the case in western Wyoming, where some success is being made with a project to convince the birds to give up their old ways. Ray Hageman explains in this week's Game and Fish Report. And thanks to your tips, a wanted man in our community has been taken to the Laramie County Jail without any incident. Max Guana has been taken into custody. The debate about whether to stick with kindergarten through 6 or move to a separate 5th and 6th grade continued last night. It's up to the current Laramie County School District 1 board to decide if they want to continue with the configuration of school boards past. News Channel 5's Catherine Spencer has the community's thoughts on this action. Similar legislation is advancing in other states. Only 10 more states are needed to make the convention happen. And other notable action from the legislator, House Bill 23. Cheyenne Fire and Rescue is taking advantage of the freezing temperatures to train for emergency ice rescues. Cheyenne's newest employer, Magpul Industries, took us on a tour. Recently making national headlines, Magpul announced they'd leave Colorado and relocate to Cheyenne. Another rescue out of Yellowstone, all for a picture. Rangers say a tourist from New York stumbled backwards into a canyon and fell about 25 feet. And cleanup from Friday's storms is still going on in a Wyoming town. Anthony Keith and chief photojournalist Joy Greenwald take us to the area near Torrington that was hit the hardest. And now to our top national story, as officials in New York are offering a $100,000 reward in hopes of bringing 2 escaped prisoners to justice. The pair managed to cut their way out of a maximum security prison close to the Canadian border. Hannah Daniels reports from New York. The Cheyenne area has received quite a bit of moisture the last few weeks, and with warm temperatures on the way, the Cheyenne-Laramie County Health Department says we could see a high number of mosquitoes soon. New this morning, we now know how much Wyoming CEO John Klontz makes a year. After initially declining to do so, he has released his salary. Klontz earns over $185,000 as chief executive. The lottery is adamant that the other compensation requests remain a secret for competitive purposes. Board chairman Brian Gamera says the internal policy doesn't allow release of employees' salaries. And a local firefighter is stepping up in a big way. Sarah DeLay will be traveling to Seattle, Washington this weekend to participate in the Scott Firefighter Stair Climb. News Channel 5's Bill Rentschler tells us more about why Sarah is climbing all those stairs. If you weren't able to make the meeting, there is another one on March 2nd. And students at South High School now have lunch and dinner on the menu. Quite an ordeal in wintry weather, but that doesn't mean you should wait until the next snowstorm to get your car serviced. News Channel 5's Stacey Sam shows us how you can be proactive. Here in Cheyenne, Black Dog Animal Rescue was all ears when they heard about our 4-legged friends in need of help after the floods. Volunteers were outside Murdoch's Ranch and Home Supply collecting donations from generous shoppers. Well, I'm joined here with Brittany from Black Dog Animal Rescue, and we are joined this morning with Angel, a very sweet dog who's loving all her treats this morning. So, definitely very active. She's got lots of energy. She does not want to sit still with us this morning at all. But again, if you're interested in adopting a kitten, plenty of kittens at the shelter to go out and check out. And thanks, Tony. Joined here with Melanie Nolan in the Air National Guard mobile experience. So, Melanie, maybe you want to tell us what the mobile unit actually does and why you have it out here at the events.